G'day guys, hope you're all well. I've just got a quick video here about Canva. It's a graphic design software and website that makes graphic design super easy and accessible for everyone. It's not as expensive as many of its competitors and it's really easy to use. You don't need any training at all. Just drag and drop and clicks and all that. So we're going to do a post. It's what's great for any sort of post, any social media or any media for that matter. So I'm using one of the Google business profiles I run, D&K Delaney Electrical. We're just going to come down here where you can add updates. And we're going to add an update here. So we'll add a description, add a photo, and maybe even a little call to action. So firstly, let's go over to Canva. And the height they've recommended, or the size, is 400 by 300. All you have to do is a quick Google search. What are the dimensions for Instagram post, Google business post, whatever you're doing. It'll come up. If not, you can even just search what you want to do in Canva and they'll give you some default templates in the right size. So the sizing does matter. The businesses, whether it's Google or Facebook, Instagram, they want it to be the right size for them. So that's just one little easy thing you can do on here that will make your post be seen. So what we want to do, I'm thinking welcome. It's a nice little welcome message. Let's do something easy. This looks good. Welcome. So we want this to look more similar to our branding. The whole message with D&K Delaney, it's modern, it's smart, it's simple. So Montserrat semi-bold. If you're familiar with any fonts, to be familiar with Montserrat, it's super popular and that's for a reason, to make it smaller. Let's go. Too big, yep. That's not really, love mum and dad doesn't really sound good for us, so we'll just say welcome. And then we'll write D and K. All right, there we go. It's always nice to put your business's name in the graphic because it shows people you haven't pinched it and it sends it home. It makes you look a bit more professional. So that's always important. So we want this to look even more familiar with our branding too. So this isn't the same branding. If we look back at the logo here, so let's go on this. We're going to use another tool called Color Picker. So we come down here, pick color, and I want this blue here. So I can hover over this. You'll see in that little box, enter, and now I go back to that Colorfly. Boom, here we are. So this hex code, this is what we want. So the hex code is just, it's not too much programming. That's just so you get the exact color. You don't have to go around picking it. And so we're going to click up here and we're just going to copy and paste this hex code. It's called a hex because it's 6 digits. They're everywhere. They're super handy to know. If there's any little technical thing, you know it's that. So we got this here. That looks better. But this welcome's still off and there's no more colors to pick. I don't want to use black. So we'll go to this color palette. You see I've already had a bit of play around. And so you'll just enter that color we had. And let's generate a palette. So this is way easier and way better than doing it yourself. I've spent hours and hours trying to make my own color palettes, never as good as this. So we got this here, spot palettes are great. So you go across and you come to the end and you just got an accent color here. Accent colors, you use them sparingly, but the whole purpose is that they show off and they look great and they draw the attention because they're not like the rest of the colors in there. All right, so that's looking pretty cool. The plane can stay, it's kind of neat. So we'll just download that. So we just go share, download PNG, and that's just loading. And when that downloads, we'll go back down. It looks a bit different when you look at it, not from a managed perspective, but if you're logged in your Google Business profile, you see this too. You can add an update. And the more you mess around and play around with it and change stuff, the better it is, because it just shows Google that you're using your profile often. They know it's going to be more accurate to timely information. So welcome to our business. Easy peasy, nothing fancy. And we'll add a photo. Welcome, drop. And upload, let's put a little call to action. Click button, let's say call now. That automatically populates with the phone number down the bottom as well. So that's pretty cool. Welcome to business, welcome post. No need to preview, I reckon it'll be pretty good.